Hello, my courageous, captivating Capricorn. Welcome. It is Sachi, and I'm here to deliver your guided healing, Pokémoncy, and tarot. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And just a friendly reminder, the top 2 videos that get the most likes will get some promo codes as well as a twin flame bonus later. So let's hop into it, Capricorn. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We have don't let your past hold you back. This is the south node. So south node is located directly 180 degrees from your north node and can indicate a lot of, past life gunk that, is part of this. And south node is like taking the easy way out as well. A lot of them just sort of, indicate repeating patterns that are very easy to default to. So it looks like there's something in your past that's holding you back on your journey. We have the full moon surrender to the divine with it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio, telling me that the difficulty that's holding you back is the ability to surrender to the divine in regards to releasing this negative energy, which can be, scorpionic poison that has been in you. So check out where Scorpio is in your chart to see where some self-sabotage may be. We have the 2 of Wands. So in this deck, this is the doppelganger, which is your evil twin, right? So for some of you, I was feeling this could be an evil twin flame type situation. So be mindful of that and how that journey may bring evil into your life. But the doppelganger is the evil twin, which is the mirror version. And I feel like there's been a lot of mirroring energy. And maybe you have been using the twin flame energetic, it's an energetic tool, right? But it has kind of turned into sort of lower vibration because the 2 of Wands, even though I always do take that as a twin flame card, it's a twin flame who is by themselves and stuck, right? It's not the 4 of Wands, which is 2 twin flames in union, right? That's, the union, that's the marriage, that's the, what you want to be, right? You don't want to be a twin flame alone because there is a lot of evil that can be reflected. So if it's not a twin flame situation, again, I feel like this is a lot of reflection of what is evil in the world and such. We have the World card in reverse, which is saying that this cycle has not been completed. It has, the world indicates when you learn the lesson and you, are able to integrate it into your being so much that you can manipulate the world around you and manifest your own reality. And in this deck specifically, the world is the ascension process out of purgatory and into heavenly light. So because this is coming out in reverse, it's telling me that, this situation and not being able to release the negativity is stopping your ascension process. With the 2 of Swords here, this is telling me that something has gone very cold between you and somebody else. There are conversations that should have happened between you and somebody else, but instead you are finishing it in your own head. You have to, have the conversation by yourself, basically, which happens a lot when, people get stuck in the 2 of Wands, just constantly reflecting, or projecting what they think is evil onto somebody else instead of taking responsibility for our own suffering. And with the King of Swords coming out, again, I feel like this could be a masculine presence that is very cold, very cutting, usually the King of Swords can be very upfront, but it feels very withholding on purpose, like really able to manipulate conversation very purposefully. And the King of Swords in this deck is the Headless Horseman. So I feel like there's something that you're trying to cut off at the head that has to do. And where's the head? Well, there's the head. You know what I mean? And it feels like that's how it is. It's like you're talking to somebody else's head, but really nobody else's. There's not a body there, if that makes sense. And with the Strength card in reverse, this is telling me that you feel like maybe you don't have the strength that you need in order to get over this, or your solar plexus is feeling a bit weak here. Because we had Paris coming out using blot, okay? And blot I always take as, like an ink blot. It's basically, you see what you get, right? Or whatever your perception is how you are reading it. And I got a similar message for Aries in the extended for them. In the heart chakra, you can pretty much see it any way you want to, right? It's like this, the matter of the situation can be translated into an ink blot, and everyone who would look at that ink blot has a different perception based on whatever they're projecting, right? But the baseline energy of what is happening in your heart chakra is that there is fear, right? We see that Paris is hiding away, and there's a spider web indicating spider spirit, which represents, you know, getting caught in a web of our own fears. And that is really, you know, as you can see, he's like in the root, like that's the root of the issue here, is that in your heart chakra, there is fear, and the aspect of accessing this love is being hidden because of this fear. We have Crabby using crab hammer. So this is some Cancerian energy. This might be making your emotional body very crabby, but with crab hammer, again, this aspect of the crab, very Cancerian. This could have to do with any sort of emotional programming that was done at a very young age. It can also be, you know, due to the relationship with the mother or mother figure. And with Joltik using flop in reverse, again, like, you know, this is a tick Pokemon, so indicating some sort of parasitic relationship, and it evolves into Galvantula, which is a spider spirit, which goes in that web. So right now, there is a parasitic relationship, you know, could be with a mother or mother figure, but it's just more of that emotional programming of what feels like home that was programmed by our caregivers. It is parasitic, you know, and it's I feel that you're trying not to let your solar plexus flop in this situation. You're like, okay, I really want to have my own willpower. I don't want to feel like I'm not strong, you know? So I do feel that, you know, you really do want to get over this. You want to surrender to the divine and release the negativity. So that's definitely a good place to be, Capricorn. I mean, obviously it's not the easiest to have to go through these types of things, but, you know, I'm very proud of you, how much you've gone on your journey thus far. It's definitely been a pleasure reading for you for so long, Caps. And, you know, you guys were number 1, number 2 for quite some time. And I know that now you're like number 8 or something, or 9. But just a reminder that if these videos resonate too, please hit that like button so that way you can get some bonuses and some good stuff. Because I know you guys have been working really hard, and arguably no one works harder than a Capricorn. You know? So, Cap, let's see. This month, we are going to see what is out of alignment in your routine that is bothering you. And then we're going to take a look at what is the blockage in the alignment, and then how to overcome that blockage, and then some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline. So let's see here for our Capricorns, what is out of alignment that is bothering them. You are good enough. Yeah, your self-worth of feeling like you aren't good enough for the things that you truly want. And, you know, like I was saying, Capricorn is arguably the hardest worker of the zodiac. And part of that, you know, basically second to Virgo. You guys are pretty much neck and neck all the time. But a lot of it has to do with that, you know, sort of self-worth and where worth is derived from. So if you believe that, you know, working, getting things done, is the only way that you are good enough, you know, it is consistently fueling this energy that you're not good enough, when really your worth is just inherent to your being. With the 3 of Cups, yeah, this definitely has to do with work, right? And how you are celebrating as well, like how you are transmuting your emotional energy into something else, right? Into your work or a creative project. There could also be some sort of love situation where somebody else was chosen. 7 of Swords. Yeah, it feels like something that's coming back from the dead. There could have been a situation, again, where someone chose someone else instead of you, and it makes your worth really an issue. Some of you may be partying a lot in order to try to overcome this. But this is really, you know, like zombies coming back from the dead. This is something that is a conversation that may be reoccurring. It's like, oh, this again. And it's like, well, it looks like, you know, it's not healed fully. And so of course it's going to keep coming back. So this could be a conversation that you've had with somebody else, or it could be some sort of 7 of Wands, someone who has been pulling the strings in your mind. This could have been a intensely psychic communication. Again, it's like only having a conversation with the head, not the body, sort of thing. Or this could be some sort of repeating thing that is stuck in your mindset, and it's really influencing your self-worth. Let's see, what's the light energy here? We have Plusle using tag draw. Yeah, so basically your solar plexus is like, hey, I need some positive energy. Tag draw is like, when it's kind of like, you know, in a relay race, when you pass the baton sort of thing. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Is it's like either you're passing the baton on to someone else or someone has passed it on to you, where it's basically like, hey, you know, like, how do I want to put this? It's like it's your turn to do the work, basically, is what I'm feeling. And, you know, positive energy is yang energy, right? That's the masculine, grounded energy. And I feel like that's what is happening is someone is like, hey, it's your turn to sort of do this work in the solar plexus, which is the willpower, right? The willpower to keep going, the willpower to, you know, enforce your own will, the willpower to, you know, understand how you are unique and how you best shine, and showcasing those abilities. Those are all solar plexus journeys. It says, it cheers on friends with pom-poms made of sparks. It drains power from telephone poles. So part of, you know, feeling not good enough could be, you know, that you're constantly cheering on your friends, but you can't cheer on yourself. And it's talking about draining power from telephone poles. So, you know, the needs of not feeling good, the way that you might be getting sort of this energy to feel good about yourself could be what you're saying or doing or who you're talking to on the phone. Let's see what's the shadow here. We have Meowth act tough in reverse and Entei using combat blaze. So you're not trying to act super tough. I feel like you are being very authentic about how you feel. It's like, yeah, I don't feel good enough, and I'm being open about that. You know, it's like better than being fake, you know, and I totally agree here. But it's causing you to sleep with one eye open here, especially in regards to money, right? Meowth is the money cat who, you know, never learns the value of money because money is always in the head. And I feel like that is part of this here, is like feeling like you're never good enough based on how money is being valued or something like that. It says, adores round objects. It wanders the streets on a nightly basis to look for drop loose change. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, a lot of this could be, you know, ways that you feel like you need to make money or something like that. With combat blaze, this is telling me that there is a lot of, you know, intense fiery energy here, right? Combat, that is fighting energy, that is war type energy. So I feel like that is, you know, what is in the root chakra, right? Is that you're fighting for, it looks like, how to bring more money to you consistently. It says, it is said that when it roars, a volcano erupts somewhere around the globe. Yeah, and this is going to cause some sort of eruption, you know, and volcano spirit is never the greatest to embody, right? It's very Aries, right? It's just like, boom, explosive, and it's only a destructive energy. You know what I mean? So it looks like there, yeah, like you could be on the verge of like exploding because of how you feel like you're just not good enough. Well, just a reminder, Capricorn, you are totally good enough just by being who you are, you know, and it's totally okay to be authentic, you know, and not pretend how you feel, but there is something to be said about our responsibility to ourselves to heal these type of wounds. You don't have to, you have free will, but you know, if you want to ascend, which we see that is being blocked, then there's some work to do. And you know, this work is just as valid. You know, you may not be getting money from it, but guess what? In the long term, you will, because you're able to be in that vibration of abundance. You know? All right, so like I said, in the extended, we are going to take a look into what is the blockage here, how to overcome that blockage, and some advice on how to manifest the highest vibrational timeline. But we're going to see what Archangel would like to bring us into the extended. Crystal clear intentions. This is Archangel Michael, very protective archangel. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Yeah. What is it that you want? Do you want just a bunch of money but still never feeling that you're good enough? Or do you want contentment? Is feeling good enough what you actually desire? Because notice what you're doing to try to gain the outcome. But notice if you can gain the outcome just by a change of perspective and healing rather than obtaining anything outside of you. Right? It's very important to be crystal clear about what you are trying to manifest. And we have claircognizance. This is Archangel Uriel saying, pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Yeah, and that's why it's so important to be crystal clear, because the angels are going to be giving you thoughts and ideas that are answers to the prayer that you seek. And it has nothing to do with obtaining any sort of anything except, you know, the spiritual ascension of your soul. Because it feels like that is truly what you seek, you know, is to be on that next level. And it does not matter how much you accumulate in the physical world to get to that next level. This is a purely energetic shift. So you need to be very crystal clear about what you are actually trying to accomplish here, Capricorn. If you'd like to follow me into the extended, the link is in the description box below, or the link in my bio if you're watching on Instagram. And if we part ways here, good luck with the situation. I am sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.